if you want him to, he will lease that property back from whoever the owner is. If they don't want to farm it all, he'll lease it back, and that's a source of income right there for you. And he will also, as part of his deal, keep everything bush hog and clean. Yeah, I want to go down and go between those two buildings. We'll come back. We're going to look at all the buildings. What you have here is about an office building, and what you haven't seen is this office building back there. This was a research facility for Bayer crop science. Storage building right there. We're going to go between two warehouses, and you'll have the or barns or office warehouses, or whatever you want to call them. On the back, there's a little open pole shed on the back of this one, and we'll see these in a minute. We have 3 irrigation ponds / lakes on the property. They are stocked, and I can guarantee now that they have fish in them because I caught a few this morning over on one. If we can just go take a left and just follow this little road right here. You have 2 accesses for the property. You have one on the north side, which is the way you came in on Crabtree Church Road, and then Highway 97, or as we know in Northwest Florida, Atmore Cutoff is to the north. South is Crabtree Chapel, and to the north is Atmore Cutoff. Most of the property, the majority of it, 97–98%, is high and dry. Where you see the forested areas, it's probably got a little wet in the bottoms. That is the property line, that first fence you see. That irrigator on the other side is not part of this property. It just stops at that fence right there. Yeah, just keep following this road right here. Okay. Someone asked me to research and tell you what the power bill would be per month out here, and it's going to be somewhere around $1,100 a month is the power. That's the average, but that is we estimated that based on Bayer having full-time employees and running everything. Just go to the shed.
This is separate property.
This is separate property. This is not part of it. This is one irrigation pond right here. Okay, go ahead. Right here we go to that tree line. Up ahead is the next irrigation pond. Past this. No, ma'am. That's Highway 97 at Cutoff. You see the road. go through there on the other side of that little cross fence. I feel obligated to tell you that the purchase price on the data sheet is negotiable. Although I don't speak for Bear, it can probably be bought in the 1.4 to 1.5 price range. That includes everything you see. They have lots of equipment and moved it off to another site. I've had questions over the last year from some of you, and we've discussed it about the environmental on the property. Bear, because of those questions and my request, Bear did a phase 1 environmental, and it's clean in the sense that a phase 2 would not be required. Different crops, different herbicides, pesticides, and the effects they have on crops, and they also develop crops, different different hybrids and strains. They get potatoes out here. Yeah. When you go to Lowe's and you look at what they spray on the tomato plants, you see there, some of that was developed right here. They downsized. They downsized a bunch of these. They just didn't need it any longer. And these closed it down.
Is that right?
Or
2010?
Yeah. There we go. Like it's going back out. Going up on the light.
Mr. Griffin,
Yes, ma'am.
was it all the irrigation set up stay?
If you want it. Now
Is
it's.
that an additional fee? Would
Pardon?
that be an additional fee? Or?
No, it stays. I did want to tell you that is not, these pumps are not electric, they are run off diesel, so that's not included. Just go straight down, all that is hard and dry. You can see my truck tracks. Just kind of stop here. That's another irrigation lake, and that's where I caught my fish earlier today, right there.
Which we get started outside,
And another little building right here.
issues,
Okay?
which a couple of things could be resourced.
I'm good.
Very interesting.
I bet she.
Yeah.
I think she said this was her first time. I asked her if she had trips like this very often. She said, this is funny. I think she said this was her first time. She's doing real well with this.
Take a right, just go back.
All those, this irrigation system.
Many of you know when you let a contract on a property that you have a certain time to inspect it. It's called a due diligence period. If you have any questions about that, we have a real estate broker right here who can answer probably better than me. But during that period, you can do any kind of inspections that you want. If there's something that incurs that you decide not to buy the property, you can buy it and get your escrow money back at that point during that period. Take that break.
So pretty.
Yes, ma'am.
How far from the school are you? How many miles?
You were within 300 yards when we turned
From that
around.
back gate?
300, okay.
Yes, ma'am. You're
And
there.
that, is that elementary or middle? I'm sorry.
Elementary.
That's elementary. Okay.
It was built for K through 8, but they only go in K